Now, to protect the integrity of the space shuttle, keep it from breaking up as it lands, God noticed that it needed the wheels to land. It didn't matter how many rockets took it out there and how many glider wings brought it back. The life of this space shuttle depended on its ability to land just like the regular runway aircraft. That's what God was telling us. He needed the wheel. But what he did as he went into outer space, he created this tile with high pigmentation in it. So when it comes down to the electromagnetic generator field, it protects the wheel. Once it begins come below the electromagnetic generator field, it becomes a glider aircraft. And as it becomes a glider aircraft, he opened up the doors of the space shuttle where the wheels was entombed inside, and then he let down his wheel and the light come on his front wheels to let you know that it was landing. And it come down and land just like a crop duster or any other small aircraft. The only thing this one was designed and called an eagle, let you know it was just like any other fowl. The young fowl, little sparrow, flies lower to the earth, but the eagle soars much higher than the sparrow. So he letting us know through the formality of his speech that this aircraft was the dominant craft of the earth. It had the ability to fly into outer space and return back and land on the runway just like the small aircraft. So this is where God let us know. 21. When these win, and when those stood, these stood, and when those were lifted up from the earth, the wheels were lifted up over against him. For the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel. And the likeness of the firmament upon the heads of the living creature was as the color of a terrible crystal. In other words, he talking about the windows in the cockpit of this thing. It looked like a terrible crystal, but it was clear like water that the pilot saw through, stretched forth over the heads above. 23. And under the firmament were their wings straight, and one straight, the one toward the other. Every one had two wings covering on this side, and every one had two wings, two which covered on that side their bodies. And when they went, I heard the noise of their wings, like the noise of great water. You know, when an aircraft is getting ready to land, it sounds different taking off. But as it get ready to land, you hear that water-like sound when it turned in the air when it's coming down the land. This is the way this thing was sounding when it returned back as the second stage. It went up as one stage vehicle. As Tuesday, it is transformed itself into a second excentric glider craft. It used the hydrogen engine to bring it back down in the Earth's atmosphere, and once it gets there, it soars up on the thermal clouds. But yet, it depended upon its wheels to land. This is what we want to see. This is the spaceship. God became focused on the wheel because he had Jesus to blow up the space shuttle over Texas. And when they went, I heard the noise of their wings, like the noise of great water, as the voice of speech, as the noise all and hosts. When they stood, they let down their wings. Verse 25. In other words, he heard a noise from the cockpit from the radio microwave, I guess radio wave, speaking to the command post as they were being guided down. As they returned to the earth and sit down, they let down the wing, the secondary wing, to relieve all the pressure off the hydraulic system so the mechanics could work on this vehicle. They couldn't just leave the power them up because they had to let the wing down so the mechanics could work on the hydraulic system. And there was voice from the firmament that was over their head when they stood and had let down their wings. And above the firmament that was over their heads was the likeness of a throne, Jesus and God watching them, as the appearance of a sapphire stone. And upon the likeness of the throne was the likeness as the appearance of a man above upon it. And I saw as the color of amber, as the appearance of fire, round and about within it, from the appearance of his loins even upward, and from the appearance of his loins even downward. I saw as it were the appearance of fire, and it had brightness round about, as the appearance of a bow that is in the clouds, and the days of rain. So was the appearance of the brightness, the appearance of the likeness of the glory of the Lord. And when I saw it, I fell upon my face, and I heard a voice of one that spake. I want to take you to part 2 of Ezekiel. This was the description of the space shuttle. But how ironic it is, chapter 2 and chapter 3, I want to read you something here. See, people might say, well, he's not a prophet. He's not a man sent by God. But let me read to you part of this here. And he said unto me, Son of man. So this is Ezekiel had to speak with me before I was born. Because God is identifying me through chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the space shuttle, born in the United States of America. It doesn't matter what you say or what you do. You can't take this back because it's written way before I was born. 2,000 years before I was born, God spoke to me. So you can't take this back, what's written down in Scripture. You can't make the truth out of a lie. You can get angry at me all you want to because I'm a black man. You get angry at me. It doesn't even matter to me. I can care less. If you want to go down in that lake of fire, you can go down in hell. It doesn't even matter. You can go down backwards, you can go down backwards, or you can go down sideways, or you can go down head first, or feet first. I don't have anything to apologize to you for at all. I don't care what you do. You don't even have to listen to me. I'm telling you, I'm a man with a lot of pride. Because I say to you, you can't give me nothing. You can't buy me nothing. You can't say nothing. I am boastful at heart because I know the God who sent me. You don't have to listen to me.